welcome back to my channel. So as you can see, this vlog is about my recent trip to Paris last month for my birthday. And I just want to say that Paris is somewhere where I've always wanted to go as a kid. I finally was able to do that for myself. I traveled alone. It was a really nice, relaxing vacation. I did just about everything on my list. One thing that's unrelated to this vlog is that my house finally sold. So I'm super excited about it. As soon as I got back from Paris, I got word that my house had sold. And I'm just happy. Happy it's done. Happy it's over with. Thank you, Jesus. So first things first, I did put my good glasses on. Okay, first things first. One of the first things I did after I got to Paris was I exchanged my currency. You're going to want to exchange your currency because so many people, so many places did not take US dollar. So you're going to want to go find a place that is reputable because sometimes they try to overcharge you. They will. Like I gave them 500 US dollars and they charged me $50 to exchange my currency, which was actually a good rate. But I had another place that was trying to charge me $90. So I said, nah, this ain't the place. Another thing you're going to want to have is this adapter here. Well, an adapter that transfers your US plugs to the French. This one is good because it has multiple. It has like UK, Australia, US, and I think it's one for Dubai or UAE. So you want to have an adapter to be able to use your charger and all your, if you have a curling iron or flat iron or whatever you're going to use, you're going to want to have an adapter to do that. Another thing, I've watched vlogs and stuff where people say that French people are rude. I don't agree with that. They have a certain way that they communicate. It's different from the way we do things here in the US, of course. At least learn at least a little bit of French, at least a greeting. Like everywhere you go, you want to say bonjour first before you just start talking, or before you just stop someone to ask them something. You want to say bonjour first before you just go into a conversation. So I stayed in Paris for 5 days and the hotel was a little bit over $300 a night. So I paid over $1,600, I believe, after taxes and everything, for my hotel stay. And yeah. I did see people who made blogs. They were talking about like riding a train, riding a bus, things like. I don't want to go and ride the train. I did not want to ride the train, and I didn't want to ride the bus because I was alone, for one. I didn't want to go and ride a train. I didn't want to ride a bus. If I was with somebody else, I probably would have. And also I kept hearing like at the train stations, there's so many pickpocket people in the train station, which is weird. If you go in YouTube, pickpocket Paris, you'll see like in the train station, that's where all the people that try to pickpocket you are. They have like a big pickpocket community in France. So I was always like on guard. And plus I was alone. So I had that in mind too. So I did not want to ride the train because of that. And then I did not want to ride the metro bus because I didn't know my way around on metro bus and I was alone. So I wanted to get to my destination as fast as possible. So if you want to go to Paris and you want to take the bus or the train, you'll probably save more money. But if you want to get to where you point A to point B as fast as you can, just take Uber. That's the best thing. Also, let me say this. The best way to get around in France is Uber. And I learned that the hard way. Before I was paying taxis, they were charging me, like 30 something dollars for 12-minute rides and things like that. Like they were getting over on me. But I've learned no matter where you go, if you use a taxi, you're going to be paying way more. In Mexico, America, no matter where you go, if there's another point of transportation, do not use a taxi. So I finally realized, okay, they got Uber here. Let me use Uber. I saved so much money when I started using Uber, because with transportation alone, because I wanted to go here, there, back and forth, I spent over $500 just traveling, transportation, just going back and forth, because a ride to the airport was like 50 something dollars by itself. Back to the airport was another 50 something dollars. So that's not to mention all the places that I went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So I spent over $500 just on transportation.
Long as you got your eyes, got your trippy on them private jets, taking trips. Come back at 6, wake me and your child, and then won't lay the head. Make me wonder who you might have been playing with. Makes me wonder who you think you're playing with. I'm just telling myself to keep playing this record back over and over again. Swear that you changed, but I know that's the end. I want you on scene, think you know your purpose is funny to me. That's why you didn't call it by one or two times. Got tired of your shit, you almost lost your mind. You'll continue to try to play these games. Leave your family.
So I had one stop in Canada. The flight from the US to Canada is like 3 hours. And then I had a short layover in Canada where I got me something to eat there. And next thing I know, they were calling for my flight. And the flight to Paris was 6 hours from Canada. Okay, so the hotel I stayed at, it's called Ginette à la Folie. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering that name. I'm pretty sure of it. Ginette à la Folie. This is actually a brand new hotel. It opened last year in 2024. So it's really still brand new. But they decorated it to look like old French country, like design or decor. It's like French countryside decor where they have all the wallpaper. It looks really luxurious in there, and I was really comfortable in there considering that I was staying by myself. The staff was really nice and accommodating to me. They realized that I was by myself, so they really went out of their way to make sure I was good and comfortable.
Cause I don't wanna hurt nobody. Did it over, tasted and call me. Still got love for your mommy. I know you wanna be somebody, even if you gotta leave somebody. Yes, I'm hurt, yes, I'm jaded. Most of the things I don't wanna say. I won't be around while you chase.
One thing that was on my must-do list was to go to a super luxurious restaurant. I had to do this. This is like something that I wanted to do since I was younger, because France is like the top tier of luxury. Like France, Paris is like top tier. It doesn't get any more luxurious than that. Even their language is so beautiful. It sounds expensive when they talk. Like when they talk, it sounds like the price is going up. Okay, before I go into this video about the restaurant, it's also called Epicure, Epicure. It's a luxurious restaurant. And it was like, again, it was top tier luxury. I have never gone to a place and eaten where they pay so much attention to detail. Mind you, half of the dishes that they gave me, I couldn't even pronounce it. It was crazy, but it was also so, I don't know. I posted on my page, like, it's like my childhood dream was unlocked. Like, this is what I worked for to get to this status. And so the food What I will say about France also is that their desserts are delicious. They are supreme bakers. But I didn't like any of my like entrees there as much as I expected to, but all my desserts were like the best desserts I ever had in my life. Every dessert I had there was absolutely amazing.
On the plate you have a cream of pastry roots that it comes with garlic, onion, you have got some leek and carrot flavor. With a chili from Espelette and a sauce. So the bouillon is a vegetable broth around the flam soil.
This is some rich people food. Oh, the lobster tails.
Tell me, madam.
Yes.
1, 2, 2.5, 3. Okay.
Thank you.
Stock of the fish with a touch of carrot juice and flavor with the ginger as well. Enjoy that.
Thank you.
And also you may finish here with a little pastry. Around a tablet of chocolate with the chocolate from Venezuela, hazelnut and lemon ganache inside. You continue as well with the lemon foam around the French chisel and apple in front of you. Then on the right side, the lemon tartlet flavor as well.
And this restaurant, Epicure, they gave me this, what looked like a loaf of bread, but it was not just a regular loaf of bread. They gave me this for my birthday. It was like a cake, a croissant, and a bread in one. It was so beautiful that I didn't even take a picture of it. I devoured it immediately. It was like the bread had swirls, but not like a cinnamon roll. It was like somebody took a pen and made swirls in the top of the bread and put some type of crystallized glaze on it and neatly made swirls in it. Like, it was the most beautiful piece of bread I ever seen in my life. And when I opened the package, it was so beautiful that I just wanted to eat it, and I did. So I wanted breakfast. So I went to see the Eiffel Tower, and I had breakfast because I got up super early, like right before the sunrise, to go to the Eiffel Tower, because a photographer told me that was the best time to get that sunset shot. So I got up like at 5 something, got dressed, and went to the Eiffel Tower. And I was so hungry after, so I wanted breakfast. I found this little cafe. In France, they have little cafes everywhere. Coffee, they're obsessed with coffee, little cute cafes. And this cafe was called Kaffaf, Kaffaf. This is where I had the pancakes, bacon, eggs, avocado. It was delicious. The best thing about the breakfast is the pancakes. I have never had pancakes that delicious in my life. Like I said, y'all gonna hear me say this through all this, throughout. Their desserts, baked goods, pastries, anything sweet, they are the best at making those things. Sweets, pastries. If you are a sweet lover, France, Paris, France, that's the place you want to be. If you love sweets, wine, coffee, that's their jam. They are top tier bakers again.
I've been watching you from afar, as I can remember. You're all around me naked deep, and that's what this is love. This is more than a crush. White nail polish 10 toes down. Yeah. Get it, shawty, don't look down. Tattoo peeking through the see-through. Body green color, I see you. I see you. Used to be in love.
Okay, so my next place that I went to the next day was this cute little cafe across from the Louvre. I had planned to go to the Louvre, but this day I was so tired this day. I think this was like my second or third day there. Probably my third day there. I was like super duper tired. And so I was going to go to the Louvre, but the lines were so long. The Louvre is where the Mona Lisa is, like the painting, the Mona Lisa. And there's also like sightseeing areas that you could go. A lot of people take pictures in that area, and I had planned to go there. I had it on my list, but this day I was super duper tired, so I'm like, I did not want to get in no long lines. What I wanted to do this day is to go to the Officine Universal. It's a place where you can go and buy like keepsakes, engraved items, perfumes, things that are like beautiful, things that you can only get in Paris. So this cafe is right across from the Louvre. It's called, what is it called? Beaux Arts. That's Beaux Arts. I could be pronouncing that wrong, but y'all can pronounce it. And this is where I went. I had a cup of coffee. I just started blending in with the community. Everybody out there was drinking coffee. I'm like, shoot, I might as well have me a cup of coffee. And they look so luxurious when they drink that coffee. Like, coffee is so big to them. It's so important. Like, coffee. Everywhere you go, they're always offering you coffee. It's like coffee is their thing. So I'm like, look, y'all keep offering me coffee. And it was cold that day too. And when I first got there, I had a cappuccino. And because I like the sweetness. And then I'm like, let me get a coffee. Just let me get a coffee. I'm not a coffee person, but I'm like, I'm just going to go ahead and get this coffee. And so that's what I did. So another thing is, I was waiting at the cafe for the Officine Universal to open. They didn't open until 11, and I think I got there at around 9 something. So I was waiting until they opened, but when people kept coming to me talking, it's like I was getting into these conversations and losing track of the time. And by the time I was done talking to them, they had told me about the oldest library in Paris, and it was really interesting to me. So I had to go and check it out because it was right next door. It's right across from the Louvre, right next to the cafe. So I decided to go there first and then try to go to the Officine. But there's like 3-4 Officines in Paris. But that one, by the time I got back, it was already after 11 o'clock, and the lines were super long. And I'm like, I'm not waiting. I'm tired. I'm going back to my hotel. And that's what I did. Oh, okay. So I didn't get to go to the Officine Universal that day. Because the line ended up getting so long. I I was at the cafe drinking my coffee, tired, and then people started coming up to me because I was the only black person there, I'm guessing. Talking to me, asking me questions, telling me about what's in the area, blah blah blah, this and that. I don't know, I guess I just looked interesting to them because for some reason. And plus I was dressed in like spring summer, and that's one thing that they had complimented me about, and I was like, okay, y'all complimented me here in Paris, I must be really doing my thing, because you know Paris is the rural fashion capital, and like you got to come with it. Everybody looks like they could go and get a job here in America at any second with the way that they're dressed. They all care about their fashion so much, and I knew it before I got there, so I really did my research. And they told me that I was dressed like spring summer, like I'm already bringing summer in, because I had like, it's when I had on the white jacket, well the cream, I had on all cream, and they're still like in their fall wear, like the dark colors, black, but they all have on coats. Like everybody has a long coat on, just about everybody is dressed. Like nobody is not actually, everybody who is walking outside is dressed. Like they're dressed like they're going somewhere. I love that about Paris. It really made me feel sophisticated. I almost forgot to tell y'all the name of the library is Mazarine. It's the oldest library in France, and this library is so old that they have books, I think, from the 1600s, and you can actually read the books from the 1600s, but you have to wear gloves, and you have to turn the pages like with a tweezer. Like you can't touch them with your hands, or the oils from your hands. They can't even be in direct sunlight. So all the windows in the library are shaded, so the books don't get direct sunlight because the sunlight will damage them. So they really pay careful attention to, you know, who's using the books, when somebody's using books. They have to even have it propped up like on this stand of velvet to use it. But the library is absolutely gorgeous. It's like a work of art itself. The library itself is beautiful. It makes you feel like you're like in one of those movies, and I'm into stuff like that. I'm a big like history buff. I took art history in college, and I learned about a lot of the artwork that I seen in Paris, and so I was excited to actually see it in person. All the things that I learned about in art history came to play in my mind, especially when I got to Versailles. And so I'll tell y'all about that. Okay, so later, this is my actual birthday dinner. I decided that I was gonna celebrate my birthday at Pink Mama. This restaurant was all the vibes, the bomb. The restaurant is like, it's just, what do you call it? Aesthetically pleasing. It was aesthetically pleasing. It was really nice. It had like, I think it had 4 floors. It had 4 different floors. So I didn't know it had stairs, and I had on heels. I was not prepared to walk up all those stairs. But my restaurant was on the 3rd floor. My seating area, rather, was on the 3rd floor. It was just all the vibes. It was so nice. It was so elegant. It was just vibey.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice. Poetic justice. If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? I mean, dedicated to you when you're in the mood for empathy. There's blood in my pen. Better yet with your friends and them. I really wanna know you all. I really wanna show you off. Fuck God, pour up plenty of champagne. Cold nights when you curse this name. You called up your girlfriends and y'all curled in that little bitty range. I heard that she wanna go and party. She wanna go and party. Nigga don't approach her with that authority. Nigga that ain't good, you're sorry. They say conversation. The nation, I get down, but I could never right my wrongs. Unless I write it down for real.
Okay, so let me show y'all what I got from the Officine. You know, they pay so close attention to detail. Everything is done so elegantly. You know, they care about every little detail. I got this comb. Look at the casing. Is casing? I got the engraved combs, and you can pick the type of comb you want to have them engraved. I got me this cream color one with my name engraved here, and Aaliyah, I got her a black one with her name engraved, and I got this oil. It smells so clean and sweet. These tops are super heavy quality. This is a big bottle. This is bottle of oil. This is a perfume. And you can pick your own perfume. The one I picked was like a baby powder scent. Like, it smells a lot like Chanel No. 5. And look at the attention to detail. Look at that. Look how luxurious. Okay. Opulence. Yes. So even if I never go back to Paris, I'll still have these bottles. They're glass, by the way, so they're heavy. And I'll still have my engraved comb, so I can always remember my trip to Paris.
This is some visionary shit. Been trying to feel pleasure with my eyes wide shut, but it keeps on moving. I blame it on the model bra with the Hollywood smile. Stripper booty with the rack like wow. Never forget ya, you put me on a feeling I never had. And ever since I've been trying to get it back. You pick it up, put it back. Now I'm something like the chemist on campus, but there's no drug around. I like what I found in you. I still can't feel my face. What am I smoking anyway?
So altogether, for the 2 combs, the oil, the 2 perfumes that I purchased, it was a little bit over $450 US. Okay, so next I went to Lyfette galleries. This was something that was on my must-do list because, you know, whenever I go, I do my research, and then I put things like I must do this, this, and this, and then there's other things that it's okay if I do them or not. But there are certain things that I'll put right next to it. I'll say must do. And going to Lyfette galleries was a must do. This place is the top tier. It was top tier luxury. Okay? Top tier luxury. They had all the brands there. Chanel, J'adore. They don't call it Dior. They call it J'adore. So they had all the luxury you could ever even imagine. And the building, the architecture, the building itself is like, is this real life? Is this my reality? Am I even in this building? It is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
second, every minute. Man, I swear that she can get it. Saying, bad bitch, put your hands up high. Hands up high. Hands up high. Tell them the lights down right now. Put me in the mood. I'm talking about dark room perfume. Go, go.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste is a little bit high maintenance. Everybody else basic. You live life on an everyday basis with poetic justice. Poetic justice. If I told you that a flower bloomed in a dark room, would you trust it? I mean, I write poems in these songs dedicated to you. When you're in the mood for empathy, there's blood in my.
So my fourth day, I was so exhausted because there's a time difference and my body was still, of course, used to US time. So I would be up in France when I should be asleep and sleep when I should be up. So my body was just going through this. And I was so exhausted by the fourth day. And I think I still had a bit of my jet lag because I hadn't rested. I had just been on the go, on the move. Since I touched down in Paris, I had been moving, like just going here, making sure that I clear everything off my list and really enjoy myself. And so that fourth day, I was exhausted. Okay. So I had decided that day, I'm not going to do nothing. I'm not going to do none of the things on my list. Not on that fourth day. That day, I decided that I was going to eat and go to sleep. And that's exactly what I did. So I rested. I got up early that morning. I walked because my hotel was situated right in the middle of the city. You can just walk to go and get you food. They had like a lot of US restaurants that I said I wasn't going to go to. But that day, I'm like, I'm not going to a restaurant. I'm not going to do nothing else. I'm going to get something to eat and I'm going back to sleep to my hotel. So I just walked up the street and I walked to McDonald's. They also had Popeyes, KFC, Subway. They had those there too. But I got McDonald's, but it did not taste like the US McDonald's. It tastes like a healthier version of McDonald's, which is not what I was going for. I wanted like McDonald's, not a healthy McDonald's. I wanted the real flavors, and it tasted like a healthier version of McDonald's. So that's what I did on my fourth day. And I went right back to my hotel and I slept the whole day.
Right now, polished 10 toes down. Getting started, don't look down. Tattoo peeking through the see-through.
Okay, so the next morning I woke up so refreshed, so well rested, ready to go to Versailles. Versailles is like 2 hours outside of Paris. Thankfully, I got a good driver. He was really talkative. And I also did Uber share, so it wasn't like the ride was like so boring. People, like, I think 2 different people had gotten in the ride with me. And so everybody was like talking. It was like, it made the ride go faster. And Versailles was like number 1 on my list. I wanted to see the painting of the Last Supper. I wanted to see the king and queen living quarters. They were so well preserved. It was beautiful. The gates at Versailles are made of gold, like heavenly. And like, this is my element. I'm into history. I'm into like art. I love biographies and things like that. This isn't like my zone. A lot of people, like, they're like, this kind of stuff is boring to them, but this is my zone. I love history, books about history, documentaries, biographies, things like that. So this is where I was comfortable. Another thing I would suggest whenever you go to Versailles, because there are thousands of people there at one time. Thousands. I was so thankful that I booked a tour guide. So you can go into Versailles and wander off on your own and walk by yourself, or you can pay for a tour guide, which will allow you to skip the line. So I paid $60 for a tour guide. That also allowed for me to skip and the lines are thousands of people in each line. Okay, so you want to skip the line. So I was able to skip the line because I had the tour guide. And my tour guide, she was talking like really, really slow. So by the time she had gotten to the king and queen quarters, which in the Lord's Supper, which were the things that I really wanted to see, I decided to go wander off on my own and view things on my own in my own time, because that's what I really came there for. And so after that, I wandered around the castle on my own.
Why I'm not with nobody, cause I don't wanna hurt nobody. Did it over text, didn't call me. Still got love for your mommy. I know you wanna be somebody, even if you gotta leave somebody. Yes, I'm hurt, yes, I'm jaded. Most of the things I don't wanna say. I won't be around while you chase. You'll try to come back when you fail. I always wanted to, but it's dangerous. You got something real, not bad. You wanna get with me, stop. Yes, I'm hurting, yes, I'm jaded. Most of these things I don't wanna say. I won't be around while you chase. You want me when you make it. You'll try to come back when you're famous. I always wanted to, but it's dangerous. You got something real, not basic. You wanna get with me, stop.
Next, after I left Versailles, I was starving because I was there for about 5 hours. I was there at Versailles. By 5 hours, and that is not including the ride there and back. So I was starving because I didn't eat breakfast. I got up super early because I knew that it was like a long drive there. So I didn't eat breakfast. I decided that I was going to eat once I left. So I went to this restaurant that was really aesthetically pleasing. It's called La Favorite. I'm not saying it how they do. La Favorite St. Paul. And it's pink. It was really, it got crowded after a while. When I first got there was a lot of open space seating and everything. And I was like, okay, I didn't even need reservations. But then as I started eating my food, it got so packed that you could barely move around. So it does get really packed there. Again, my favorite part of the food there was also my dessert. I got a burger and I got fries. The burger, I don't know, it doesn't taste like how it tastes in America. It's not what they're known for. They are known for their desserts. And so I got me a French toast with some vanilla ice cream. Best French toast ever. Of course, French toast, created in France. They do it the best. Absolutely delicious.
I have a reservation. Yes, okay, welcome.
Another thing, a lot of places in Paris, Uber does not know where it is. Uber doesn't have the correct address or something. The GPS with Uber, it is not landing right. So when I got ready to leave this restaurant, what is it? La Favorite. I called 5 different Ubers. The 5th one was the one who finally found me. And the only reason why he found me is because he parked his car and he got out of his car, walked and said, "It's me, I'm here." I was so thankful. I'm like, oh my gosh. I done called 5 Ubers. None of them could find me at this restaurant. They could not pin me at this restaurant. So a lot of places are like that. Like the GPS or Uber does not know where you are. Okay, so the last thing I did while in Paris was I did a dinner cruise on the Seine River to the Eiffel Tower. So romantic, so luxurious. I was actually supposed to do it the day before, but remember I went to sleep. I went to sleep that day. I was like, look, I'm going to sleep. And so I did it the last night because I was supposed to go there and also celebrate my birthday there. So, but I ended up doing it the last night, which was a good way to end my trip. It was really beautiful. The boats, elegant, luxurious, and so I was able to go outside. What do you call it? What is it? The little part of the boat where you could go stand outside. I can't even think of it right now. But you could go out there and see the Eiffel Tower sparkle at night. So the Eiffel Tower sparkles. It starts at 8 o'clock where it starts to actually sparkle. And each sparkle is on the hour. So every hour it sparkles. And the sparkles last for 5 minutes every time. So you got to catch it within that 5 minutes or else you're going to have to wait till the next hour. So beautiful, all the things I wanted. I did everything that I really wanted to do. I checked it off my list. I can move on with my life. But I really enjoyed it, especially since I did this by myself. Like, I'm a bad chick, baby. I don't need no sponsor, nothing. God is my sponsor, okay? So I did everything I wanted to do. I enjoyed it. I can't wait to my next vacation. I'm looking forward to, like, I'm gonna live my life on vacation one day. Watch. But thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it. Let me know what y'all think about it. Comment, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I'll see y'all next time. Watch out for my next vlog.